What is the secret to buying crypto? Today, I will be teaching you the secret to how to find good trades and how to become profitable. But before we continue, I'd like to ask you to smash that subscribe button because every day I am in the trenches and every day I update you on what exactly is going on in the crypto market. So, that being said, let's get into it. The first thing we are going to look at is how to be a profitable trader and how that is going to affect your trading strategies. We will have two things we look at in today's video. The first one will be when to take a trade, and the second one will be how to find out about a trade. For that first one, when do you take a trade? Now, there are many signs on when to take a trade and how you should be taking a trade. And there's tons of people out there who are going to tell you, take a trade when X happens, take a trade when you see Y candle followed by X candle. But ultimately, at the end of the day, the strategy we have is buy the low, sell the top. That's the basic strategy. That's really all you need to remember. Once you get that ingrained into your mind, then you start looking for certain things to help you find the low and confirm the low. For example, Bitcoin had this big push to the upside, and then it had a pullback, a push, a pullback, and then a push, and then a slightly another pullback. Now, this was yesterday, a couple days ago, when it had this big pullback, and it wicked down to $89,000, or you could say $90,000. Well, I was actually able to buy in at this $89,000, $90,000 range because I knew when to take a trade. And as soon as I saw the opportunity, I bought in. Now, there are many ways to see opportunity and to find out about good trades, but ultimately it comes down to looking at the charts. When you're looking at the charts, you just need to decide if the price goes 50% lower, would I buy this coin again? And if you would not, then I would either hold off on buying or adopt a new trading strategy. But for example, me, I am heavily invested into Bitcoin and I firmly believe that Bitcoin is the future. So when I saw that Bitcoin went down to $90,000, I woke up at 7 a.m. and I found out that it had gone down. I checked my phone and I saw notifications of people saying Bitcoin has gone down to $90,000, $89,000. It's the lowest we've seen in a while. You should sell. All these people were panicking, but because I believed in Bitcoin, I understood, okay, well, if it goes down to $89,000, what would I do? Would I buy? Yes. So I forked over some money and I invested into Bitcoin at $89,000 because I was able to look and swiftly act. So the name of the game is swiftness. You need to be swift when it comes to when to buy. When you see pullbacks like this, that's when you buy. And when the market is going down, if it's a coin you fundamentally believe in, that's when you should be dollar cost averaging, which means if you have $10, then you put in $1 a day. For example, you'd put it here, 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 here. You get the point, so that overall your average price comes out to here. Or for example, if you bought in right here at what might have been the top and then it keeps going up, then your price just keeps going up and you get a good price overall. So when it starts to head down, you can A, dollar cost average, or B, look at the charts and decide, okay, so this is when I want to buy. I want to buy right now because I see it's at a price that it has not been for a while, $89,000. Which is all the way back here in November. That's when we were at $89,000, $90,000. Anyways, within the hour, it had gone up to $94,000. So it went up $4,000 and I made some quick profits all because I was able to identify a trade and swiftly act on it. Which brings us to the second one. How do you know when to take a trade? How do you know when the market is right, when it could be a rug pull, and all these other things? Now, in regards to rug pulls, the main thing you have to worry about with low cap coins, it's mainly meme coins. So I've heard some people talk about how Bitcoin is going to be a rug pull, but Bitcoin is too late. A lot of these big coins, even Doge, Sui, Pepe, all these big coins are too late to be a rug pull. So you don't have to worry about a rug pull in regards to the bigger coins. But that still leads us to, when do we know when the price is right? Now there's a couple different strategies you can use in order to know when the price is right. One of them being trading patterns. For example, right here in Bitcoin, we had a head and shoulders pattern. So this is the head, and then these are the shoulders. Now they lined up perfectly, which was a bit concerning because that confirmed the head and shoulders pattern. It meant that it was okay, yes, it's a head and shoulders pattern, which is a bearish pattern. It means it's going to go down. So once it reached this peak, I saw, okay, it's a head and shoulders pattern going to go down. So I waited for it to go down. And once it started to trend down, yes, there was a little pump to the upside right here, which ended up going to 95,000 from 94,000 to 95,000. But I knew it wasn't going to hold. The reason being, I used other charts, such as the Fibonacci chart. And I knew that we love to hold this 0.382 or golden ratio. So I knew it was going to trend down there. And then once it hit there, I bought some more and it went up. And then it started to go down and I bought some more. So it's all about knowing your charts. And one way you can get familiar with that is just testing it out, watching my videos. I would talk about charts tomorrow and exactly when to use charting, when to use lines, and more technical analysis. But today, I'm talking about the secret of trading. So I knew that at 0.32, that's a strong level of support. So although it had a push to the upside slightly here, I knew it was not going to hold and it fell down again. Now, in regards to how I made this amazing trade of $89,000, it wicked down and I bought it. That's simply because I was always looking at the charts. There's where you can set notifications on places, you can set alerts on TradingView. There's so many different ways to find out. But all in all, if you are able to look at the charts, then you can know, okay, well, that's one way. That's a good place to buy in. You should also have a target of where, okay, if it gets close to or reaches this number, I want to buy / sell. Now, another way you can do it is by looking at the patterns of the market. So now I showed you the daily time frame. You could see how much it was moving. This is on the hourly time frame, guys. Look at how choppy the market is. These candles are barely moving at all, which is good. And I saw this and I thought, okay, so the bears and the bulls are at a standstill. Basically, they are, neither one is able to break free of the other, and they're just going in a choppy straight line, which meant a big move is going to happen. And when we see a big move going to happen, we can know, okay, well, choppy line means it's building potential to the up or potential to the downside. So then when we are looking at the hourly time frame, let's say we're starting right here on the January 12th, then we would have looked here and we say, okay, it's a choppy market and it's starting to go slightly down. Due to the fact that it's a choppy market, when one move starts to become a bigger move, starts to get more powerful, the other side is weaker. So it's going to have a short little break and then it's going to correct. So I was able to see that short little break, buy, and then it corrects. So that's one thing you can be looking for is in the charts. It's all about psychology. So you got to understand what's happening. When you look at this, who's winning? Are the bulls or the bears winning? Well, it all depends on where you're looking. When you look at the top, the bulls are winning. The bears win for a slight bit, but then the bulls are ultimately winning. So you just need to look at markets, and it comes with time really, but you need to look at markets, look for things like choppy markets where it's going in a straight line. That generally means that's going to make a big move to the up or downside, and you just need to keep your eyes open and be aware. So what have we seen in today's video? We've seen that their secret to making money and becoming profitable on crypto is two things. The first is you gotta be fast. When you see a move you like, you have to buy it. You have to sell. You cannot wait for it to correct and wait for confirmation. No, you need to see a move and buy it. And one way you can have confirmation and if this is a good buy is you need to understand that if the coin were to go down 50%, would you buy again? If that's a yes, then buy the coin. Don't be waiting for all this confirmation for your favorite YouTuber to be saying, oh yeah, that was a good buy, because that all happens after. The second secret to being a profitable trader is to know when to buy. What I mean by this is you need to look at the charts and you need to look at certain technical analysis, Fibonacci, you need to look at if it's in a choppy market. There's tons of things to look at, but you need to become familiar with the charts and what it means when it's about to break to the upside and when it's about to break to the downside. All that being said, I will see you guys tomorrow.